Case study 4, scene 1. Busy RA Patricia is overwhelmed by residents who blur the lines between Patricia being an RA versus a friend.
What's up, Patricia?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Look, I was wondering, since you're my RA and we're friends or whatever, I was wondering if you could help me with this problem since we were in the same major.
Yeah, I have an exam I'm trying to study for, but sure, I can help.
Okay. Oh, you kind of good at this. Can you do number 2 for me?
I have to study for quiz too, so can you just...
I know, but it's just gonna be real quick. Sorry.
Alright, alright, so here to help, right? Alright, no problem.
Hey, Patricia.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, see, you remember Taylor, my
Yeah,
girlfriend?
he's Taylor.
Yeah, we met like freshman year or whatever. We all met at the same time. You remember orientation and everything?
Yeah, come over, kind of go close and whatever. It's nice.
And you remember all those times I've given you rides to Walmart at like 3 in the morning freshman year, and how I helped you with different projects and stuff?
Yeah, you helped me become an RA.
Yeah, well, this is kind of weird to ask, but it's our anniversary and such, and I was wondering if you can, let the overnight for ladies kind of slide,
I know we're friends and all, but...
I mean, those rides, though.
I'm still...
That free gas money, though.
I thought I know we're friends and all, and we help each other out, but I'm an RA too, and... I know, as a friend, I don't want to let you down, but...
All those times.
I know,
you remember that time at the union with that weird dude that saved you?
We have our relationship first, and we're friends second.
Come on, please, I will owe you big time.
I know, but I'm
you
sorry
first.
This is why
I'm 7 and she's an 11, come on. I don't know how I thought this.
I'm sorry, okay? You can't.
Oh, come on, please, just let this one slide, please.
No. Here you go, I think that's it.
Thank you.
Oh my god, I missed my quiz. I got an F.
Sorry about that, Patricia. But you were very good RA though, so thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
And the lies she tell you a bootleg already. Okay, all the things I've done for you.
I already told you I'm not RA first. I can't let you have your friend.
I knew you when you were on the ground up trying to build up to be an RA.
I know, but it's
those 3 a.m. I could have been asleep. I could have got 6-5 by now.
Our boundaries are friend and RA. They're not. I'm no longer friend.
RA. This is my girl. Like I said, I'm a 7. I pulled an 11.
Okay, but I'm not RA first.
No,
I'm sorry. As a rules, I can't let you bring your friend.
You know what? I can't. No. Okay, this friendship is over. No more free rides. No more helping you with random projects.
I'm just doing what I have to do. It's just my job.
It's
We're
friends
still
first,
friends.
though. What about the bro code? Even though you ain't a bro. Come on. Bros help bros.
I'm
you
sorry.
see this?
I'm sorry, Nick.
I'm
sorry.
Come on, babe.
Nick, I'm sorry.
Okay, this is Nicole. She's answering part of the group questions, and here is question number 1. Where is the line drawn between friend and resident?
In this scenario, Peter doesn't have a line between friendship and RA role with his residents. Therefore, they don't have the respect enough to not come to him or take advantage of him. Whereas he should have made a line on day 1 when he first met his residents saying, I am your RA, I'm an RA first, I'm here to protect you, make sure you're safe, and all our needs, like mischievous things, are up to you. He should have been more of an helper instead of enabler. Like, he enabled the roommate, one of the residents, and helped her with her homework instead of just saying, hey, go to the Student Success Center. He's not using his resources, like telling the students where they can go. Instead, he's just helping them and they're taking advantage of him because there's no line drawn. He should draw a line and say, I'm your RA, I'm not here for this, I can direct you to someone who can help you. He should be more of like a point of contact, like he can refer the students places. And he should draw a line between RA and friend, because you do want to also be your friend, and the RAs want to come to him with the information so he can see problems developing before they happen. So if you have a line drawn between RA and friend, you can still have authority, you still have personal relationships enough to the point that the residents want to come to you and talk and open up.
Okay, question number 2. Why should there be a line?
When it comes to being an RA, there should be a line between the roles of being a friend and a RA, because when there's not the figure of being authority, is lost. If there's no line, then the residents see you as someone as an equal or as a superior. And when your people you're trying to lead see you as an equal, they tend not to follow your order or your law. So then it's harder for the RA to do her job, because the residents don't see them as someone they should listen to, or as someone that's just like, we're friends, we're buddies, like, don't tell me what to do. So if a line's made where I am your authority figure here, like, you should listen to me, then it's easier for the RA to do her job, and relationships are just already set in stone, and this is what she do. And it just makes the RA job a lot easier when residents know what's to be expected of them and where they should fall in the line. Is the line different for each RA?
Yes, the line that is drawn is different for each RA because each RA has a different mindset for the type of relationships they want to have with the residents. Like, some want to be more of a friend who consoles the residents and gets them involved. Other RAs simply want to ensure the safety of the students. The RAs who want to be more of a friend will have a line that allows for more space to be an equal, and the RA who wants to be more of an authority figure will have a line making more room for them to like set more rules, and like people won't be able to get as close to them. Like, there's a line. They want to just be a rule enforcer and not like as much of a friend as they should be.
Is the line different in the eyes of the residents?
Yes, the line is different for the resident as well. Depending on the resident's background, they might only see individuals as of a visible older status as an object of authority. And seeing that their RA is only a little older than the authority that the RA has is lost, and the line between RA and friend is disproportional. Having more room as a friend and less as an RA. Also, like, students who see RAs as only an authority tend to not open up to the RAs, resulting in them like not having a personal relationship and only a professional one. All right, question number 5. What might happen if that line is different for some residents than others?
If the line that student residents draw for the RA is different, then the residents who have a line that's more so, my RA is more my friend than authority figure, have the potential to make close relationships with the RA, and they seem more personal to this residents who see the RA as more of an authority figure. And so for the residents who see the RA as more of an authority figure getting along better with other students, they could detach them from the resident. Because now the RA is like made herself seem like, I'm with this clique instead of you. And so that could cause division on the floor, and residents think, oh, the RA like doesn't like me because she was never hangs out with me like that. Whereas really just because they see the RA as more of an authority figure and don't like think, hey, to come to them with their problems. Because they see like, oh, you're in charge. It was to help me when I'm in trouble. They don't think to come to them with their personal problems. Therefore, they like allow for some relationships not to be made.
Okay, question number 6. What might be the consequences of having your primary friendship group be your residents?
If there's a primary friendship line with your residents, then the authority that you have is lost. There's no respect for you as a leader, and the residents have no need to follow you. If you're known as a friend, and then all of a sudden you're like, hey, go do this, I'm writing up, they see you more like, whoa, we're equals. Why would I listen to you, and how can you think that you're above me? Whereas if there's a line made and you are an authority figure, they think, okay, he's my superior. If he says that, I should follow. So there's like a line made, you are able to do your job as an RA easier. And if there isn't one, it's more of like you're just a friend, you have more authority to do your job.
7. Is that a good idea? Why or why not?
It's not a good idea to have your residents as your primary friends or see the majority as your friends, because it conflicts with your job, and their role of making sure the students are safe and have a good college experience is most important. And seeing it from an RA's point of view, you want to be more of a guide for the residents, whereas a source of total and complete dependence. You want to be able, if they have a mental issue, you want to be able to refer them to the counseling center, or they need help at home, and be able to refer them to the SSC. So being the total friends, you just want to be more of a guide, so you have in the right direction. And from the viewpoint of them being a student, You don't want your primary friends to be your residents, because as they're going through experience, you've already been through that. You want to experience something on your own level. So as an RA, seeing from the student point, you want to have friends outside of the building so that you are still putting yourself first and you are able to just escape from the background that is your job and like be able to relieve yourself of the job. So having outside friends allows you to enjoy the college experience more and like experience more things rather than just the hall that you work in.
Question number 8. What other things are important to keep in balance as an RA?
As an RA, some things to keep in balance are your mental and physical health. You want to keep those in balance because then as an individual, you're like, okay, you're less stressed when you already know that, okay, my health's under control, my mind's clear, it's free, I can focus better when you have a mental state that's rather clear. And you don't have to worry about your body when it's like in a healthy position. Also, in a relationship, be personal relationships and your work relationships. You want to nurture them both equally, so that way at the job it's very productive, but also at home you still have that stability and that love there that you can like dwell in and recover from the day from. With those relationships, both work and private, health and mental, you're able to have an equal thing. You can focus on school as well. And so then your schoolwork doesn't cloud, because as an RA you are still a student, and you should think of being a student first and an RA second. And then you can still stay on track with your life.
Question 9. What are the most helpful things you learned from this scenario?
Through this scenario, I learned that some important things to keep in mind and to keep balance are the personal life and the work life. Just know how to take yourself out of certain situations. Also to remember that you are more of a guide as an RA, and you're just there to help support the students along the way. You're not there as to coddle them and do everything for them. You need to be able to set yourself outside of the residence hall, because you are still a student, you're still a human being, and you can't be there for every situation, and you can't take that out on yourself. Also, you need to take time, personal time for yourself, and make sure you're still nourished all the way around. That way you're able to still do your job efficiently when you are on the job.
Last question. How will you act differently as an RA based on this new knowledge?
I would act differently as an RA versus I would keep a planner so I could stay balanced. Like I'm gonna work out for 30 minutes every other day. I'm gonna make sure I eat at this time so I have some nutrition, so that my body will be taken care of. Second of all, I would make sure I'm more of a guide to my residents versus just their total support system. Like the whole saying, you can give a man a fish and he eats for a day, versus I could teach them how to fish and they eat for a lifetime. I'd rather just be a guide and help them progress versus just helping them right now and then not knowing how to do it later. And if I use those, I think I'll be a more efficient RA because I'll be able to keep myself maintained so I can help others progress in life too and enable their college experience.